Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about a topic that isn't often talked about, but it's a real thing, one that can make or break the quality of your life. This isn't just for the men either. It's about recognizing the people who take more than they give, who drain more than they support, who are not in your corner for the right reasons. Today, we're talking about toxic people, specifically 5 types of women that, if you encounter, you need to distance yourself from. This is not about casting blame or pointing fingers, but about knowing when to protect your peace, your purpose, and your progress. The manipulator is the kind of person who has mastered the art of twisting reality to suit her needs. She's charming, often intelligent, and has a keen understanding of emotions, especially yours. This type of woman doesn't always come off as manipulative right away. She may even seem supportive, caring, and genuinely interested in your well-being at first, but over time, you'll notice something different, something that doesn't sit right in your gut. Little by little, she'll start to weave a web around you, blurring the lines between what's right for you and what's beneficial for her. Her tactics can be subtle, making it difficult to recognize what's happening until you're in too deep. She might guilt you into staying when you're ready to walk away, bringing up every little thing she's done for you as if you owe her a debt that can never be repaid. She'll position herself as the one who understands you best and play on your vulnerabilities, using moments of weakness or doubt to reinforce your dependency on her. The manipulator has an uncanny way of turning the tables, of making you feel responsible for her happiness, her comfort, and even her emotional well-being. It's as if your life becomes a stage for her to showcase her needs, her desires, her plans. What's tricky about dealing with this type of person is the emotional roller coaster she puts you on. One day, she'll build you up, filling you with admiration and encouragement, making you feel on top of the world. But the next day, without warning, she'll knock you down, leaving you scrambling to figure out what went wrong. It keeps you off balance, always trying to win back her approval or affection. Over time, this wears you down. You begin to question yourself, to second-guess every move you make, all because she's made you feel that you're the problem whenever things don't go her way. The manipulator is skilled at using affection as a bargaining chip. She knows just when to give it, how much to give, and when to withhold it to get the maximum effect. She'll make you feel special, chosen, like you're the only one who can make her happy. But that special feeling is temporary, conditional, always dependent on your willingness to keep playing her game. She'll hold affection just out of reach, making you chase it like a reward she dangles to keep you in line. This leaves you trapped in a cycle of appeasement, where you're constantly working to earn the love and approval she deliberately withholds. The drama queen is someone who seems to live in a constant whirlwind, and if you're close to her, she'll try to pull you right into that storm. Her life is a series of crises, big and small, and she's always in the center, directing the chaos like it's her stage. She thrives on conflict and emotional intensity, and if there's nothing to stir up, she'll find a way to create something. For her, a calm day is a boring day, and a peaceful moment is just an opportunity to spark drama out of thin air. With the drama queen, every minor inconvenience becomes a catastrophe. Every disagreement turns into a drawn-out battle, and every little misunderstanding becomes an excuse for a full-blown argument. She amplifies every issue, blowing it out of proportion, and will often drag everyone around her into the mess, whether they want to be involved or not. Friends, family, even strangers can become part of the cast in her latest episode. She's not content until everyone is on the same emotional roller coaster she's on, and if you try to step back, she'll accuse you of not caring or not supporting her enough. At first, it may seem like she's simply passionate or a bit sensitive, but over time it becomes clear that there's something more at play. The drama queen isn't just reacting to life, she's actively seeking out reasons to be upset or to feel victimized. She interprets everything as a personal attack, even if it has nothing to do with her. If you happen to be on the receiving end, she'll hold on to grudges, replaying past arguments and nursing wounds long after they should have healed. She'll remind you of every wrong you've supposedly done, even if it's long forgotten in your mind. And somehow, no matter the situation, she's always the one who's been wronged. Being around a drama queen can drain you emotionally. Her need for constant excitement and conflict is exhausting. There's no room for growth or peace in her presence. Everything is tense, like walking on eggshells, never knowing what will set her off next. She doesn't just take up space in your life, she demands your energy, your focus, and your time. You might try to help her see things differently, offer solutions, or try to diffuse her crises, but it's never enough. Solutions aren't what she's after, it's the drama itself that she craves. If you have goals, dreams, or ambitions, being with a drama queen will sidetrack you from them. She diverts your focus away from what's important, and before long, you're spending more time managing her crises than working on your own life. Breaking free from a drama queen's influence means realizing that you don't need to carry her emotional baggage. Life is challenging enough without adding unnecessary storms. Choosing peace over chaos, growth over distraction, that's the path that will let you thrive without being weighed down by her constant demands for attention and drama. The gold digger is someone who is focused on what she can gain materially from a relationship rather than building a meaningful connection. With her, it's all about the lifestyle, the money, and the benefits she can extract from you, rather than the love or partnership you might hope to share. She's looking for someone who can provide her with the lifestyle she desires, and she's less interested in who you are as a person than what you can offer her in terms of status, comfort, and financial security. At first, the gold digger might come across as charming and genuinely interested in you. She's attentive, complimentary, and quick to appreciate the finer things in life. She might make you feel as though she truly values your success, your achievements, or the rewards of your hard work. However, if you look closely, you'll notice that her focus is on what you have, not who you are. She's more interested in where you can take her, what you can buy, and how you can elevate her lifestyle than in supporting your dreams, ambitions, or goals. When she's around, she's often the one suggesting expensive dinners, luxury trips, or extravagant gifts. She'll subtly, or sometimes not so subtly, guide the relationship towards the things that enhance her comfort and status. And if there's a moment when you're unable or unwilling to meet these expectations, she's quick to show disappointment. She may start to pull back, withdraw affection, or even criticize you, making you feel like your worth is somehow tied to your ability to provide. The gold digger is skilled at making you feel that if you can't keep up with her demands, you're falling short as a partner. Over time, the gold digger's motives become more apparent. She's not interested in building something solid with you. Her interest lies in what she can take from the relationship. She's not there when you're struggling or when you need emotional support, and if there's a setback, she's likely to vanish. When times get tough, she's often nowhere to be found because her loyalty lies not with you, but with the perks and luxuries she's been accustomed to enjoying through you. If you hit a financial rough patch, she'll treat it like it's a major issue, not because of the challenges it brings, but because it disrupts her comfort. The real danger with a gold digger is that she can drain more than just your finances. She can drain your energy, self-worth, and focus. Constantly trying to meet her expectations or fund her desires keeps you away from building a future for yourself. Instead of a partnership, it becomes a one-sided transaction where you're giving and she's only taking. Real love and genuine connection aren't about what someone can get, but about what they can build together. A true partner is there in good times and in bad, and they want to grow with you, not take from you. If someone's loyalty only stretches as far as your wallet, it's time to recognize that's not a partnership, it's an arrangement that will never lead to the kind of meaningful life you deserve. Walk away and focus on people who value you for who you are, not for what you can give. The constant critic is someone who never seems satisfied, no matter how much effort you put into the relationship or how hard you try to meet her expectations. She has a way of making you feel like you're always falling short, that your best is somehow never enough. At first, her critiques may seem minor, small comments here and there about the way you dress, the way you talk, or the way you handle certain situations, but over time, these criticisms start to feel relentless and they dig deeper than you'd ever expect. What makes the constant critic particularly draining is that she often frames her criticism as constructive or as something that's for your own good. She might say she just wants the best for you, that she sees your potential and wants to help you realize it. But if you look closely, her help comes at the cost of your self-esteem. Her remarks aren't actually about helping you grow, they're about maintaining control, keeping you second-guessing, and ensuring you're always seeking her approval. With every comment, every bit of advice, she's slowly chipping away at your confidence. Being with the constant critic can feel like you're constantly under a microscope. She'll point out every flaw, every misstep, every imperfection, making you feel like you're not just doing things wrong, but that you are fundamentally wrong. Even when you achieve something or accomplish a goal, she'll find a way to minimize it or to focus on something that could have been better. If you succeed, she'll downplay it or shift her focus to the next problem she sees. If you fail, she'll remind you of every reason she thought it would go that way. Her feedback is rarely balanced with genuine praise or encouragement. It's a steady stream of comments that make you question your own worth. What's particularly damaging about the constant critic is that she can cause you to internalize her judgments. Over time, you may start to adopt her critical voice as your own, doubting your decisions and feeling inadequate. The confidence and self-assurance you once had become overshadowed by her negative assessments. You may even start to believe that her approval is a measure of your success, striving to live up to her impossible standards while losing sight of your own values, goals, and self-worth. When you're constantly striving to please someone who sees only your flaws, it's easy to lose the sense of who you are. You may find yourself compromising your authenticity, trying to mold yourself to fit her expectations in hopes of finally receiving her validation. But the reality is, the constant critic will never be satisfied because her power lies in keeping you unsure, off balance, and dependent on her approval. Breaking free from the grip of the constant critic means recognizing that true love and partnership are built on mutual respect, encouragement, and acceptance. A real partner supports your growth and celebrates your successes, not just your flaws. By stepping away from the constant critic, you make space for a relationship where both people can thrive, where encouragement replaces judgment, and where acceptance is unconditional. You deserve someone who sees your potential without tearing you down, someone who stands by you as you grow, rather than holding you back with their constant disapproval. The self-centered soul is someone who places herself at the center of everything, leaving little room for anyone else's needs, thoughts, or dreams. In her world, everything revolves around her comfort, her priorities, and her satisfaction. At first, you might not notice this self-centered nature. She may even seem engaging and attentive, but over time it becomes clear that her focus is only skin deep. Beneath the surface lies a profound lack of genuine interest in others, including you. In relationships, the self-centered soul always expects you to cater to her needs. She may make demands for attention, time, and effort, yet she rarely reciprocates. When you need her support or understanding, she's often unavailable or simply disinterested. If something doesn't directly benefit her, she's unlikely to show genuine concern or take meaningful action. Her conversations are usually one-sided, centered on her achievements, challenges, or experiences, and if you try to share something, she quickly shifts the focus back to herself. Your successes might receive a brief acknowledgement, but somehow the spotlight will always circle back to her. The self-centered soul has a way of making you feel invisible, as if your opinions, feelings, and aspirations hold less importance. She might brush off your dreams or goals, deeming them unimportant or trivial compared to her own. When you try to express your needs, she may listen superficially or dismiss them entirely, as though they're an inconvenience. Over time, you start to feel like you're shrinking, as if who you are and what you want is somehow less valuable in her presence. Her interests, however, are non-negotiable. She'll expect you to be there for her, to support her, and to make sacrifices whenever she demands it, all while giving little or nothing in return. Being with a self-centered soul can be emotionally draining. It's like pouring water into a cup with no bottom. No matter how much you give, it's never enough. She may show appreciation when it suits her, but there's often an underlying expectation that you should do more, be more, and give more. Your efforts to make the relationship balanced are met with resistance, and any attempt to establish boundaries or prioritize your own needs may be seen as selfish or unreasonable. This type of person is often incapable of true empathy. Her lack of awareness makes it difficult for her to see how her actions affect others. If she's inconvenienced or doesn't get her way, she may react with frustration, making you feel guilty or responsible for her discomfort. The idea of compromise or mutual support is foreign to her. Everything is about maintaining her own comfort zone, even if that means disregarding the people closest to her. Breaking free from the self-centered soul is liberating, as it allows you to rediscover your own voice and reclaim your space in the relationship. Real relationships are built on mutual respect, empathy, and shared goals where both partners are willing to listen and adapt. In contrast, a relationship with a self-centered soul becomes a one-sided performance, where you're playing a supporting role in her life story. Walking away from this dynamic gives you the freedom to find a relationship that honors both people's needs, where there's room for empathy, growth, and genuine connection. You deserve a partner who sees you fully, values your dreams, and shares in the journey, someone who doesn't just take, but also gives. In the end, what we choose to allow in our lives defines the path we walk and the peace we feel. These 5 types of toxic women, the manipulator, the drama queen, the gold digger, the constant critic, and the self-centered soul, are not simply challenges in relationships. They are obstacles to your growth, your happiness, and your future. Life is far too precious to spend tangled in dynamics that drain you, hold you back, or keep you questioning your worth. Choosing to walk away from toxic relationships is an act of courage and self-respect. It's about recognizing that love doesn't come with conditions, criticism, or constant chaos. A real partner stands beside you through every storm, cheering you on, lifting you up, and valuing you for who you are, not for what you can give or how well you can play by their rules. By freeing yourself from people who undermine your peace, you open the door to relationships that build you, support you, and allow you to become the best version of yourself. Remember, you are worthy of loyalty, respect, and genuine love. Don't let anyone make you feel otherwise. Walk away when you need to, stand firm in your boundaries, and embrace a future filled with people who see you, value you, and want to grow alongside you. In choosing healthy relationships, you choose a life of true fulfillment, strength, and joy. Thank you.